All right, good morning, everybody. Dr. Freedom here with you. Yeah, it's another crazy day here on planet Earth. Oh, it's supposed to start raining here in a bit. At least it's not too cold out. I gotta say that. It's gonna be a weird week as far as the weather goes. And I'm like, I'm dying because there's people going, I don't want to hear about the weather. Too bad. This is the world we live in, and these are the hands we're given. And I'm quoting Genesis lyrics. Um, it's been a way called. Hugh Grant has already tweeted that, on his, go to his Twitter account. Also did a little, if you're on the channel and you're subscribed, I did a little post on the community thing. Took a screenshot of where he said, I do not know where this story came from. And it's a picture of the Guardian article saying basically he was in talks to be the next doctor. And the thing is, somebody said, Hugh Grant is in his 60s. He doesn't need the hassle. He doesn't need the money, definitely. So it's like, why would anyone think he'd want to be Doctor Who at this stage? Now, remember, I think it was 1999. He played the Doctor for an instant in a comic relief sketch called Curse of the Fatal Death, which was written by some little weird mop-headed unknown guy, Steve Moffat. But so, oh, good morning there. So it's like it wasn't, a shock because as I told you, that story had one source that I know of, and that was Gallifrey Base. And as I've said, Gallifrey Base, lately, like I said, they can trash me all they want. I know they do, and I don't care. Because frankly, it went from being somewhere fans could get together and discuss things and in a proper civilized manner and went right into the cesspool. I'm not kidding. It used to be you had people who were legitimate sources of information, and then now all you have is a bunch of guys making shit up. Like, oh God, next it'll be, I heard Sasquatch is coming out of the forest to be the doctor. Oh, goodness gracious. It's just amazing to me. All the, crap that's being flung out there. I'm not kidding. It seems like, some of these forums, there's more feces being thrown around than in the monkey cage over at the zoo. It's like, it's just astounding to me. Now, like I said, not the least bit surprised that Hugh Grant said, no, this is not happening. But I also found this incredible article about, I love how the security man is going around, but he's not checking any handicap placards. I wish I could just get. Oh, then again, I don't want to be a security guard again. I've been there. Oh goodness, the boredom. Yeah, or maybe you're right. Maybe it's the chupacabra. Yeah, move over, Sasquatch. Give a new monster a chance. Then again, the way some of the fans out, the so-called fans, the really weird guys are talking. Maybe Goat Sucker would be a good choice at this point. Well, the thing is this: they're chomping at the bit for news. They're trying. Everybody's trying to be that first one to get the scoop, and they're literally, it's literally they're throwing anything they can against the wall to see if it sticks. They really are. You'll notice. I had somebody going on, why are you doing these reports from the parking lot? I said, because I'm not going to sit here and fill your heads full of crap that you don't need to know. I'm not kidding. It's like, sure, until we get some news that actually breaks, other than Jodie's outfit, I was going to do a video on that because we do have some glimpses of her new outfit for Legend of the Sea Devils and all that. All I know is this: they better make that Thasman thing pay off, considering they went all to their way to throw those extra scenes in, to justify this thing. I'm like, good idea. Throw a crush in on the Doctor 2 episodes where she's due to regenerate. It's like, that right there, talk about a pressure cooker, because now that you've given this section of fans what they want, and like I said, I'm not saying they're right or wrong. I'm just saying now you got to pay it off in two specials. So you've kind of like really put yourself out there on the spit, so to speak. You're being spit roasted by cannibals at this point. Like, do you want your showrunner well done, or medium rare? Like I said, I'm glad they did it actually, because I don't know why anybody's having a fit over this. Because come on, look at Rose and the Doctor. When the show first came back, it's like, did anybody do the math on this? Talk about one of them lopsided relationships age-wise. You got a 900-plus-year-old Time Lord with a 19-year-old. Kind of reminds me of Hugh Hefner and his wives, but when he was around. I think when he was 81, he had 3 wives whose, if you combine their age, there was 4 wives, I think, that if you combine their age, it added up to 81. Okay, so that's just, that weird thing going on back then. But exactly. Well, the thing is, a lot of it started back, of course, when the Doctor snogged the companion in the TV movie. People had a fit about it and all that, because the Doctor is not supposed to have romantical feelings. Yeah, but it's okay if he's married to River Song. You see the dual standards going on here in this show? Doctor and Thasman is wrong, but it's okay if he, makes out with River Song on the screen. It's wrong, but it's okay if a 900-year-old dates a 19-year-old. See what or it's kind of weird, how they're forcing all this stuff on Jodie Whittaker. Just like the whole, she said a swear during that, what do you call it? Oh God, I'm screwing my names up right now. But it was that podcast they had, and all of a sudden everybody's like, Jodie said a swear. Jodie's been saying a swear for years. So was, Peter Capaldi. So is everybody else. I don't know why there's this no swearing clause now. Now, Peter Capaldi didn't swear when he was the Doctor, but immediately right, boom, he was right back on it. So, and it's like, at least I know, a lot, contrary to popular belief, Jodie's been really good to the fans. She was one of those doctors that even during filming was out there. When she'd make appearances, she'd try to sign autographs, take selfies, and all that. Unlike certain other doctors, a couple before her, who avoided fans like the plague until they were giving him money. But I don't discuss that. But okay. Oh, well. Just the usual nonsense. So it's no big surprise that Hugh Grant has come out and said, no, I am not. I have no idea where they've got this from. Also, like I said, it's like, can you picture Hugh Grant being in Cardiff? For, how many months? I think he's like 61. Yeah. Exactly. It's like, did they all forget about Malcolm Tucker? Sheesh. Yeah, but I don't think it's Rule 1 in this case, Dean. I honestly don't think it's going to be Hugh Grant. I think if it's RTD, he's going to do something. I don't think he's going to do an elder actor right off the bat. Someone who's a bit advanced in age. He's going to want to shoot for something like, I don't know, maybe something in the neighborhood of Tenet. Because when you go back and look at his writing style, I know you're just kidding, but I'm just saying, if you go back and look at the way RTD writes things and all that, he was, the character was very energetic, where you call it, run around, so I don't know. That's what's great about Russell T Davies. It could be anybody. Yeah, like I said, it could be an unknown. They did that with Matt Smith, he literally came out of nowhere and he did pretty well. I enjoyed him as the Doctor. It's just I die laughing when they say that, somebody we all know and love isn't a proper ambassador to the show when you had this other guy that was so well liked, on the screen. Um, MCUing the show. Now, here's the thing. Now, the way RTD was discussing it is he wanted to have a universe like Marvel Avengers style, which was kind of like what he was doing in the first place. You got to remember, when back towards the end of his tenure, you had Sarah Jane Adventures, which fell under the Doctor Who thing. Then you had Torchwood, which also fell under Doctor Who. Then you had Doctor Who all running at once. And it's like, why can't you do that again? The BBC, you know what their grand solution for a spinoff was? Class. And instead of tying it to a person, they tied it to a location. It's at the Coal Hill Academy. We'll throw the Doctor in the first episode, and that will justify this mess. But of course, they were supposed to have Sophie Aldred back, and then they made the big mistake of waiting till season 2 to have her character debut. If Sophie Aldred had been in season 1, well, you've got to come up with fresh new ideas for Doctor Who, dude. You got to remember, I love how they're all teaming up on Whittaker Chibnall because, the viewing figures are, down on the live views. The actual in location, UK overnights. And it's like, well, what do you expect? The show's been on since 2005. We're on the 17th year here, folks. Which, like I said, look at Supernatural. They threw in the towel at season 15. Walking Dead's throwing in the towel at season 11. And they're doing a bunch of spin-offs to keep that tail going. You had Fear the Walking Dead. You got this, The Walking Dead. Oh yeah, the way called the Real World Walking Dead, whatever they call that hunk of crap. I'm sorry, I tried watching that last incarnation of The Walking Dead, and between the soundtrack, the characters, I was like, wow, let's just stand here and we're going to strap this old rhinoceros beak onto a stick while the zombies coming at us. But I'm like, and these kids grew up in an environment where they were trained or they were told how this thing goes. Oh. Well, folks, it's about that time again. That last incarnation of The Walking Dead, like I said, the characters were annoying. I was like, wow, we're gonna go out and find the what's his name, and of course the evil Commonwealth is stepping in and all that stuff. Well, like I said, I got to get going anyway, folks. It's that time of the day. I got to run into work. So, exactly. I already mentioned. I just mentioned Clash. You might have missed it. So, and they let Patrick Ness run with the ball on that thing, and look at what happened. Okay, folks, I'm getting inside. So please be kind, be calm, be safe. Take care of each other out there. Think of those folks in Ukraine, and hopefully we're not heading towards Armageddon. So hopefully we'll see y'all in the future. Take care.